your boy John, Ellie in the mix.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're back to a very special rundown. Let's talk about it. We already know why we're here. First off, before we get to the juicy part, Champions League.
Facts.
Bruh.
Facts.
Bayern Munich winning it all. We saw it coming. The most stable team out of all teams won it all. And I mean, what can we say?
Yeah, I may sound weird, but I thought it was boring for a bit.
The game was boring.
I think when we were talking to each other in the group chat, we were like, man,
lackluster.
This is boring. And then after I literally said, like, this is boring, I'm feeling sleepy. They scored. Freaking Bayern scored.
You know what's crazy? I feel like the player of the match for me personally, and even though he was declared player of the match or MVP, Coleman. Yeah. Honestly, I've heard of Coleman for years. I've known of him for years. We know he's been through Paris. We know he's been through Juventus and, of course, now Bayern. We heard about him and his special talent, but I never saw it until this final. I was like, okay, this guy is making these moves, these passes.
It's just my thing is, bro, like, it's all of Bayern, though. Like, that pass was, like, perfectly on him, bro. And who did that pass? Kimmich? Who passed it in there? Kimmich, bro. Like, dude, homeboy has been solid the whole season. No one even talks about this kid like that, but his mid-game is insane.
He is insane.
Yeah, like, so for me, it's like, yeah, Coleman, played a good game. Did what needed to be done, made the game changer. Made the goal to, like, change the game, but, like, man, it's just Bayern as a whole is kind of sick. I couldn't really put it down to, like, one person. It's just the whole team is just noise.
Honestly, yeah. You mean, you have the powerhouse of Goretzka. I don't know if I said his name incorrectly, but him. I mean, Alfonso, his first final, the first Canadian in a Champions League final. I mean, we've seen players. Jerome Boateng's not a stranger to Champions League finals.
Yeah.
I mean,
also, what are they feeding those Germans, bro?
Seriously, they're huge.
Deadass.
Huge. I mean, everyone I feel has contributed to Bayern successfully. Everyone is equally to par with each other. If you
and I mean, honestly,
it was a fully balanced team.
I would even Neuer had a good ass game.
Oh yeah,
like
34 years old and still playing at the top tier.
And, like, my thing is just the whole team played so solid that honestly, Mbappe got lost in the game. Didn't even notice him at all, and, like, you could tell, like, someone that was fighting a lot was Neymar.
Can you believe that a World Cup finalist, a World Cup winner, lost in a Champions League final?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, I feel like a lot of it has to do with, like, how Bayern maybe attacked it. They shut him down so bad, bro.
They did.
And, like,
because he's a threat.
Yeah,
he's a huge threat.
And I don't know, man. It kind of left Neymar. And they choked a lot of, like, really key goals.
They did.
And I don't know. I feel like it's Mbappe's first champions, and you could see it. Like, I wanted to talk about this too. So you could see it, like, in the facial expression, right, between, like, how Neymar reacted to losing, and then how Mbappe reacted to losing. Like, Mbappe, like, bro, he's 20, right? First Champions League final. Homeboy was there testing the waters. If he had won, that's like a bonus. But just making it there for him is probably, like, bigger than anything else, right? Because it makes it seem that, like, okay, well, I could get to a final, so, like, now he knows he's worthy of being in a final, right? Now all he needs is just to win it, to build that, like, or, like, to continue that confidence. And then, like, he's 20 years old, like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, he got time up the ass. Like, he got 10 plus years to go for the title whenever he wants, and Neymar is, like, getting to that age where, like, it's like, damn, dude, like, he knows how hard it is to get there, so, like, he values every time he's there. So, like, now he's even crying and stuff, and you could definitely tell the difference in age there.
That's a good point, because yes, like, basically repeating what you just said, Mbappe is new to the game, you could say, to that Champions League game, that final. And I mean, coming from a World Cup squad who won the World Cup, I don't know. Maybe he sees it as something more miniature than a World Cup. But I think exactly along the same lines as you. Throughout the years, he's gonna realize, man, this Champions League stuff is like serious. Like getting to a final is not easy because PSG got to it this year.
Yeah.
What happens next year? What happens the following year? We've seen PSG not make to the finals for years, even though they're expected to. So
they always choke around quarterfinals, semifinals.
Exactly. So imagine them finally getting to another final in like just an example, just putting a scenario out there. In another 5 years, I'm pretty sure Mbappe, 24, 25 at the time, is gonna be wanting it probably as much as Neymar did. So I think you're right. I feel like he may be just a little bit. It's whatever, or I lost a final. But I mean, like, I guess he's not used to it yet. The reason why is because I don't think he's lost many finals, and I feel like he's still, he still hasn't lost that. Like, he's too used to winning, if you get what I'm saying. And when a player starts losing and taking L's, they start to realize, oh snap, like, I can't be going around. I can't be going and continuing on the same route of losing. So I think throughout these next couple of years, he's gonna realize the value of a Champions League final. But as for Neymar, I mean, man, you go to a PSG, they're expecting the best out of you, and you pretty much are giving them everything, and yet you're still not winning these Champions League finals. I can definitely see why Neymar reacted the way he did.
Yeah, and karma's a bitch, almost like how our boy Ricky was talking about Neymar celebrating with J Balvin's ex or whatever. Maluma's ex. Yeah, like, bro.
I mean, I didn't really look into it. I don't know.
But still, like, why would you want any weird bad vibe, And then, like, they were celebrating out there, like, they had won the thing where it's like, bro, like, Germany never flinched.
They were focused.
Yeah, they never flinched. They're like, well, we're gonna win, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? And they got to work, and they put in the time and effort, and they looked solid. Like, they were unbreakable. Like, the whole game, they were literally unbreakable. So
I get it. I get celebrating a semifinal, but the way they went out, I was like, dude, nah, it's not that. It's not like you got the cup in hand, Like, don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys get that saying, but yeah, I was like celebrating right now. It's way too early. Like, get your cup, get the dub, then celebrate. Go all out. But the way they celebrated, you could tell, like, Bayern's their focus and their mentality was like, okay, we got through the semis, cool. We're ready for the next one. We're getting ready for the next one.
Facts.
But I mean, overall, Bayern was the most stable team. They were the most solid. Lewandowski, Ballon d'Or contender, actually should be the Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah, and there's a petition, and I signed it, TBH. Because if you didn't sign it, that's kind of fucked up. But Lewandowski definitely deserved that Ballon d'Or, and it's honestly the first Ballon d'Or that anybody deserved in comparisons to Messi or like Ronaldo, like, without a doubt, should have won.
I think he deserves it. Absolutely. His best year of his career, and he's barely 30, 31. Amazing stat.
Facts.
But
yeah, honestly, it went the way we spoke it would go, man. Like,
I mean, realistically, I like I said in the last one, I wanted PSG to win, but realistically, Bayern was going to win. And with beauty comes tragedy. And when I mean tragedy, let's just talk about Barcelona. More so, Messi. Messi is the talk, not of the town, but of the world.
Yo.
I got friends who not even soccer fans, dude, and they come up to me, did you hear what Messi? I was like, yeah, man, I've been on it, but I was surprised. People that don't watch football, soccer, whatever, they come up to me, they're like, yo, that's insane. Messi leaving Barcelona. Think about that. That's like saying Maldini leaving Milan, Puyol leaving Barca, Zanetti leaving Inter. Like, it goes on and on. Like, legends of one team leaving. But this is Messi. Messi was born, raised in Barcelona. Like, he has known no other team.
How big would it be? I don't know, man. I feel like it's bigger than all those. That's the thing.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
the accolades that Messi built up in Barcelona
Yep.
and all the years and like the people that like he got to interact with.
The trophies he's given Barcelona.
Yeah, and
The
my thing is before we even talk about Messi, it's just the way Barcelona's being managed, right? Like with all this bad management and all these bad calls, these bad buys, these bad sells, like everything, man. Like like it's one of our things. Like, what if it happens like the same way that happened to AC Milan? What if Barca goes on that route? Like Spain doesn't seem like the top contenders. Barcelona or Real Madrid weren't in the semifinals this year.
That's
And
right.
it's like, what if like Spain in general, like as a whole, is just not gonna be there anymore? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what if it's making waves to like all these German teams, English teams, like and French teams? Like, I mean, we saw Leon in there, bro. Like,
Yep. Yeah, we did.
PSG getting a lot higher up there,
Yeah, we
Man
did.
City going up there.
Yep.
But that's my thing, man. It's like, like what? Because it always happens, like where there's like a kind of like a country that like leads Champions League for a while, right? Like Italy had their like reign of throne where like they were just devastating all of it. But after a while
Yeah.
they just die. And like not just like that one Italian team died, all the Italian teams died. You know what I mean? And like I
Yeah.
feel like that's the same thing with like with Spain in general. It's like, you know, almost like the Romans, like you build an empire and all this and that, but like someone has to bring it down.
Yeah. It seems like every decade has a certain league that dominates Europe. I know, like for instance, what you just said, Italy dominated the '90s, early 2000s, and then English kind of took over, mid 2000s,
Yeah.
and then of course Spain took
So
literally
so
in
it
between.
always goes in like cycles.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, like in cycles. And I mean, honestly, the way Barcelona's heading down, it looks very similar to Milan. Just bad management, bad calls, bad transfers, not valuing them. It seems that they're catching onto it quicker because, as we can see now that Coutinho's coming back to Barca, this new coach Coleman, he is now going to include Coutinho into the plans. He's going to include a lot of these players into the plans, Dembele, etc. Like he's all
And
these undervalued players that Barca has. Now they're being considered.
yeah, and it is a new era, man. Like you're starting to see it, right? Like where even Madrid is like losing a lot of its stars, like
Yep.
Ramos, Marcelo, like what happens when they're out, and like you could
Yep.
see the difference when Marcelo plays or when Ramos plays to when they're not playing. You know what I mean? Like they seem vulnerable as hell. Like it's both the biggest Spanish teams. You know what I mean? So like they're
Yep.
both in danger, and they both need to find like new young stars that can carry the team forward, or like like they're in that building stage right now, right?
Yep.
Where like all these other teams had been building while they were at their prime, like kind of revolving like their team around one player, like where Ronaldo and Messi. But now since they don't have that and they don't have anybody to revolve the team around, that's when it gets kind of messy. That's why I feel like maybe Spain in general is gonna have like a reconstruction phase right now, right?
I like the way you said it gets messy.
Facts.
Corny joke in there. No, but no, I 100% agree. Like, Madrid revolved around Ronaldo, Barca revolved around Messi. I feel like teams that are like that, it's good for a while, but when it gets it prolongs itself and it becomes predictable against any other teams. Like, okay, we know that this team totally depends on Messi, totally depends on Ronaldo, totally depends on Kevin De Bruyne. Just an example.
Yeah.
What the team and the coaches are going to do is, okay, shut him down and everything will collapse. Kind of like, cut off the head of a snake and it all dies. So I feel like teams now should kind of, okay, we get that Messi is our best player, but we have Dembele, we have Coutinho, we have, Suarez, or potentially Lautaro Martinez. Like, we have these other quality players. They're going to depend on him. They're going to get on him, but we have them, So I feel like a real great team should definitely, yes, depend on your star player, but also depend on your other qualities: defense, midfield, offense, etc. So And I feel like Barca didn't take that route. Barca was at that point with Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Villa. They had that, but once they started to all go into their own ways, it just became Messi by himself.
Yeah.
So that's where they were like, okay, we know how to kill the snake now.
Yeah.
Messi's by himself. Nobody plays the way he plays.
And nobody can carry that, you know what I mean? No one can help him out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, literally nobody can help him out.
You could be the best player on that team, but if you don't have players around you that can match your level at least, then being a best player is pointless. Because
and I feel like Bayern, like even though Bayern does buy like a lot of big stars from, Borussia Dortmund and stuff like that, I feel like they were really a good example of like almost how Atlanta United was their first year. How they bought these players that like, people kind of overlooked and like people didn't really care for. And like, dude, they just shined out. Like they literally shined. Even like Coutinho at Barcelona, you know what I mean? Like Coutinho didn't do anything at Barcelona, but in Germany, like what?
Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him against Barca.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. It's like, I think Bayern did a good ass job just taking these nobodies, like people that like, bro, like the best players were literally like the cheapest players on the field.
They are the best example. They have individuality, but at the same time, more than anything, teamwork.
Yeah, and they want to win.
And that too. They have that mentality. Yeah. Barca, they're old, they're veterans. I mean, let's talk about football. As for football stands, they're old, they're veterans. They've been through it all. All those players,
and pretty sure I'll have. And that's so much harder to like you're saying, right? They're old and veterans. That's so much harder to kind of motivate. And I feel like that's what they're lacking, man. Like I feel like there's no coach that can motivate Messi more than himself. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, what are you going to tell him? Like, homie won everything.
There you go. Exactly. That's where I was getting. Like, I bet you there's more than 5 players in that team that have won Champions League at least once.
Facts.
So, because I mean, let's talk about these. Let's talk about these teams like Barca, Bayern. These are the teams that go for Champions League. Cool, La Liga, the Bundesliga titles. They're great, whatever. But we're past. I mean, let's just be real. They're past beyond that. We want to see them at a European level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, pretty much, man. Like having a team that's older, like an average of them being older than 30. I mean, these guys all have won something,
Yeah, and even with like
they're not gonna be motivated.
And even with domestic titles, like Barcelona is so used to winning La Liga that when you see them not win La Liga, it's like there's like a lot of problems going on. Like not like as a whole club, because La Liga is just a standard for them. That's like like that's what we win. That's our cup, right? But for them not to even win their cup, like I already knew, like. They weren't going to win champions. Like, you can't win La Liga, which is, like, the one thing you're, like, the best at. There's no way you're ready to compete at a European level.
Right. And, I mean, Messi. Again, just talking about how Barca's so dependent on him. Messi's had enough, man. Especially after, I mean, I feel that the 8-2 loss to Bayern triggered it.
Yeah.
For sure. That triggered him just snapping internally and just saying, all right, I think I'm
because everybody quit, bro. And that's the thing. Like, everybody just quit and they couldn't do anything. And, like, bro, feeling defenseless like that, like, feeling vulnerable, feeling like you can't do anything about it, I feel like that's the worst shit ever, bro.
Just having no control.
Having no control. Like, people just run you over. Like, dude, I don't care what you do. Like, you play video games. Like, whatever you do, bro. If you ever play against someone, like maybe like you had an older sibling, right? It's like that, like playing with your older brother that like you just know you can't beat. You don't want to keep playing, bro. Like what?
Yep.
So like that's the thing. It's like
analogy.
Yeah, like I feel like Messi had a real life rage quit.
That's a perfect analogy. Yeah. That's perfect, bro.
So
because it's true.
It's true, bro. Like they all look dead.
Out of control.
Yeah,
you have nothing.
They all look dead. The whole team looked trash. Like, not just one person, but, like, the whole team looked trash.
So, the scary question here is, with Messi on the way out, and there's so much speculation. There's Messi faxing over a paper to Barca saying, okay, I want to leave.
I'm not going to lie, with a lot of speculations, I would want to get that boy João Felix in either Barcelona or Madrid, and
True, yeah.
revolve a team around a kid like that
Yeah, because
because
he's talent.
he's talent, like, and not just talent where like he's individualistic, talent as in like he makes the whole team better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Those
Like
are the
he
type of
makes
players
the
you need.
passes. He's young as hell. Like hopefully the money still hasn't gotten to his head, because he did just get like a really big contract. But like, like, and then also like, uh, the place that he's at right now, right? Atletico Madrid. What a great team to build players either way. So he's already like at a good team to like build higher and like get that playing time that he deserves. But
That's
like I
true.
would love to see a kid like that, like, just move to like maybe Barcelona or Madrid where like they can revolve a whole team around you. That'd be sick. And
But so if we move Joao to Barca, where would we put Messi? That's my question.
I
Where would
mean,
Messi go? There's
honestly,
speculation that
the best speculation, even though people may hate it, is Man City. Like
I
it
mean,
makes the most sense.
it does because one reason for me personally, one reason only. Besides the wages, besides the contracts, besides the money, it's Guardiola.
It's not even just that. It's like
For me personally, that's what it is.
like it's a whole team. Like you gotta take Man City, right? It's a whole team that has been built. Guardiola has been building this team for like a year or two now, and it just need that one key star.
There it is.
Like, bro, it's the perfect fit. Like, literally, what does Man City need? It just needs a leader. It needs that one person that like can like bring their shit together like when they're low. But like they got like the little players, like they got like the people that are willing to make shit happen and like the support that Messi needs. And
Yeah,
adding onto it, the bonus is Guardiola, like having that connection again. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
understanding, like it'll be two people, not just like the coach, but the player. It'll be Messi and Guardiola knowing what it takes to be a champion, and they could give the same motivation to the whole team because they're like, whoa. We got a Champions League winning coach, and now we got the
definitely.
Champions League winner himself, like the main man, the
The,
Ballon
the
d'Or,
god,
the
the
god.
god of god.
So I feel like it's not just like, oh yeah, Guardiola. It's like I think it's like everything, man. Like the whole fit, like
Just the
playing
whole
there,
thing.
like a whole new like surrounding too. Like like you gotta leave Spain, like because even if you stay in Spain, like Barcelona is always gonna be there. So like you're gonna get reminded way too often, and you don't want that. So like he wants to leave Spain, right? So like him moving out of Spain, going to Europe, going to England would be different scenery, different views. Being under Pep Guardiola, and then having a whole team that has been building for like a couple years now to just put him in perfectly in there and be like the star player that they need. That is like a perfect team. You know what I mean? Like another team
Yeah,
I could see like that is like Inter. Inter is like one of those teams that like slowly building up, has a nice little potential, like has nice little players like that they've been buying over the years and just making things happen that also need that one player. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
yeah.
Like those two teams have like that one dynamic that Messi could just hop in there, make it
And
happen.
dominate.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree. Especially with him coming into an already strong Manchester City. I mean, the example I was going to put is, for instance, look what Ibrahimovic has done with Milan. You brought in a coach, you brought in a couple players, but having Ibra, a veteran of the game, a very long veteran of the game, an ex Milan star coming into it, knows what he needs to do, knows the Rossoneri.
yeah.
Like, imagine just him, his presence, him being
And he
there
got another year.
will give the players just another,
Yeah, and he literally
another
just got
boost.
another year. Like my man is 38, got another
39,
year
almost
contract
39. Oh God.
at Milan, bro.
So
That's
I thought,
crazy.
like imagine Ibra did for Milan. What can Messi do for City if he was to potentially move to City?
Yeah, and Messi
But
does have like a year or two left. You know what I mean?
I think he's got 3 years
3 years,
till he's 36. 36. I'm
36.
gonna put it on there. 36.
I like that
I'm,
player. I mean, honestly, I do enjoy that players are getting older in their prime. You know what I mean? I think that's great because I feel like soon enough they'll go till they're 40. Buffon's already that example.
I mean, look at the technology we have now. Look at
Yeah,
the nutrients we give to players now. Everything's changed in the last 20 years when it comes to football.
yeah,
I mean, players are going more for their 40s. They're reaching up. They're going up there in
yeah.
age.
Honestly, I would throw Messi and Dortmund too, bro.
Oh, dude, yes.
That'd be sick.
That would because Dortmund plays like old school Barca, the Barca we grew up on.
I mean, honestly, Bayern is playing a lot like Barca, bro.
That too.
Let's be real. But I don't think Bayern has the spot for him. Because I feel like Kimmich is doing so well.
The two spots I definitely see Messi at. I mean, one stronger than the other. It's definitely Manchester City, of course, and then PSG. Because PSG, two reasons really. Money, wages, etc., and then Neymar. Him partnering up with Neymar would be great.
And Mbappe would be sick. That three would be sick. They just need a striker, and if Cavani stays,
I mean, that'd be sick. Playing with players like Di Maria too, his old buddy, his old pal. I mean, from Argentina. So, I mean, it would work well, you know.
I feel like they would sell Di Maria, and they'd put Messi in there, like kind of tucked in, like it'd be shit. Can y'all see me? Hold up.
Yeah, we can see.
Wait, this side right here would be like Neymar, and here would be, you know, like maybe that other dude from Italy, Icardi. Then more down here would be Messi, and then all the way at the end would be like Mbappe. And that's how I say it, like running that 4 mid, you know what I mean? And then having one central striker, and then so it'd be like 4. Wait, so it'd be like 3-4-1.
3-4-1.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because that mid would be so freaking good. And Messi's one of those players, bro, that like now I feel like I could see him more like as a kind of like a CDM. You know what I mean? Like a player that like a
center defensive mid, or it's like more of a center mid,
like a center mid that plays a little bit more down to move the ball up.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like he needs the pace and like the strength of these young players to run the sides for him a little bit more, maybe, and for him just to control the mid to like look around and move the ball. Because he's a maestro at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, and he learned from like the best midfielders in the world. You know, like with Busquets, you know, Iniesta, Xavi. Like, my man knows how to move the ball in the mid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it's just now him literally being a Xavi.
Yeah.
That's what he would have to be now, because of course Messi's not the same Messi we know from 5 years ago. He doesn't have the same speed, but I can definitely see him become a Xavi of the team, and just kind of, you know, hit those screamers every now and then, give those key passes every now and then.
Yeah, and then like the scorers could be like Mbappe, Neymar, Icardi. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't just have to be Messi scoring all the time.
Exactly.
You know, like. And I feel like that it'll give him more time to keep playing. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't get him tired as much as other games, because he doesn't have to put everything on his back. He is getting older, so you have to understand that like he can't just keep running back and forth and like making all these plays. Like, he has to play a little bit more reserve, has to take in consideration his energy in comparison to like all these other big players. But like having those young folks to like move the balls through the side, I think that would be great. No, or that's how I see it. Like, I mean, you know, like I'm not a coach. I'm not a professional. Like, you know, we played soccer in our life, and like, you know, we played video games about soccer and shit like that, and we watch it a lot. But, you know, it may be a lot different than just, you know, putting it out there. But that's just how I would see it, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited if he does decide to move. If his contract with Barca.
That contract crazy, boy.
Yeah, if it becomes voided, as they say it can be, I mean, shoot, I would love him in City. I would love him in PSG. I would love him, honestly. I would love him in Juve with Ronaldo. That would be a dream come true for a lot of football fans. Yeah. I don't care if you're a diehard Barca. I don't care if you're a diehard Madrid fan. But seeing the two best players in the world right now play together would be a dream come true. But I mean, comment below.
Yeah, honestly, what you think. Being diehard like that too kind of ruins the game, bro. At least in my opinion, it's like, man, like, yeah, you know, like, fuck Madrid, but like, I'm not about to be like hating on all the players that play at Madrid. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, I'm not about to like not appreciate how good they fucking are as a team. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's the thing. Like, we can appreciate these players, even if they're on the teams that we don't like.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, as a football, you know, aficionado, like someone that just enjoys the game, like, dude, like, even if you have a team, you know, and like, yeah, you always gonna have that rivalry, and that rivalry makes the game even better sometimes. You cannot stop appreciating these players, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely not. Comment below. Let us know, who do you think?
Where's Messi going?
Where's he going? Let us know.
Facts.
Comment below. Comment below. Let us know. I mean, I'm gonna just say it. You already know I'm a Milan fan. Messi to Milan.
Yeah.
It's done. It's a wrap. No,
with all the stuff they're doing too, I feel like he might stay. So, but either way,
that too. That's a big one. Like they're saying this all could be a stunt. This all could be a facade to get Bartholomew out of Barcelona.
Yeah.
You know, he'll do anything right now to change the leadership at Barca. I don't know. Comment below if you think he is. I don't really see it as a stunt. I think it's legit. I think he is sincerely leaving Barca. His boyhood club. I personally think he'll leave. But
yes, sir.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the Rundown podcast. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Do you like this format? You like it?
Does it sound better? That's my thing, right? We worked on the sounds, right? Does John sound better? We worked on the mics. We hooked them up. You know, trying to make this happen. You know, and trying to keep the quality up.
For you.
Facts.
No one else.
Ya tú sabes,
All right,
primo.
guys. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good one.